because of our reaction, we overreact when it comes to specific teachings. I think Kirk Cameron was a very good one, right? Because he questioned the beloved doctrine of the traditional view of hell. And so when I say the traditional view, it's because many of evangelicals, Protestants, etc., Catholics, are accepting that view, not because they have done an intense study for 2-3 years on that subject, not because they've studied all the differing views that have been held on to by many Christian theologians throughout the centuries, not because they've went to the original Greek and the Hebrew and tried to figure out why certain translations of the Bible have translated this term this way. Let's say Gehenna, Hades, Tartarus. Not because they've studied those specific languages intensely. Not because of that. That's not the reason why they're reacting or overreacting on this subject with Kirk Cameron. It's because they take that view by faith. They take it by blind faith because their pastors or teachers or the creeds have told them to. It's true. And you know it's the truth. And I would say the more you're educated in the Bible, the more you're educated in the scriptures, right? And you've done intense research. I'm not saying the majority of lazy Christians today don't even want to do research of anything. They say, "Oh, that's going to cause division." Seriously, what if your tradition is causing unwarranted division? What if your traditional view is causing a division and a fracture in the church that is unnecessary and causing more people to be lost because the Bible actually doesn't teach what you believe? See that? Remember, Jesus was against tradition. The Apostle Paul was against tradition. And I could give you a number of reasons why tradition should not be accepted as Christian just because Christians accept it as true. I don't care if it's a doctrine that has been around for 1,000 years. I don't care if the doctrine has been around since Dante's Inferno. Yeah, there you go, right? Now I'm questioning where the doctrine of hell, at least the popular doctrine of hell, has come from. Dante's Inferno. Now you say, well, there's scripture that sounds like Dante's Inferno. I know. Yeah, there is. But when you read the scriptures through Dante's Inferno and not read scripture and compare it with other scriptures, then you're going to get a different view. So I challenge you, brothers and sisters out there, don't overreact. You should literally buy 3 books on the doctrine of hell from different perspectives. And I'm saying, who is the champion of these different views? And then buy their book on that subject. Like there's a debate coming up with Chris Date on the doctrine of hell on the Gospel Truth channel. So if you are criticizing Kirk Cameron on his doctrine or his acceptance of that specific doctrine, annihilation, you better listen to that debate, or I don't want to hear you condemn anybody. I don't want you to act like, with your cocky self saying, oh, he's a heretic. Oh, he's questioning the faith. He's questioning the biblical doctrine of hell. Well, how do you even know if that's a biblical doctrine or not? No, that's a traditional view. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a biblical doctrine. Okay, so I'm just telling you to challenge your views by listening to other views and see if the Bible is using those words that you take as you are taking them, or is it more likely another view is more proper in that interpretive context. And so that's all I'm saying. You could have your opinion on it, it's fine, but don't say it's a biblical view if you have not actually challenged your view against other views. That's all. Okay? Don't be lazy. Lazy Christians get future Christians in trouble. All right. God bless.